Today we got our hands on the all-new 2024 Mustang GT. This is the new generation Mustang, the S650, and in today's video we're gonna do a full walk around and review of this thing. First off, let me show you guys how cool these headlights are. Look at that. Woo! So you got the 3 squares right there, LEDs, and then you got the LED strips right there. And then you also got these lights right in the grill. Not sure what's the point of them, but they're there. Then you got the little horse right here. And then you got the vent right here. And then here is like the little lip. It's pretty cool, but I think they could have definitely made it a lot more aggressive. I believe on the Dark Horse, they have a way bigger lip. You also don't get fog lights. I don't think any GTs came with fog lights. And then here are the wheels. You got the 19-inch wheels with the Brembo brakes in black. I wish they were red or maybe a different color. And then you got the 5.0 badge right there. Moving back here, you get the Pirelli tires as well. Not the best tires. If you were able to get the Michelin tires, I remember when I had my Mustang GT back in 2018, I had the Michelin tires, and those were really good tires for the amount of power these cars make. Now that they come with Pirelli, yeah, I don't think this is gonna hook. You also get 19s back here and Brembos as well. I do believe my Mustang, when I had it back in 2018, it did not have Brembos on the back. I may be wrong, but I don't remember it having Brembos. And as far as the back end, I feel like everybody has a different opinion of it. Some people like it, some people hate it. Me, I think it's different. It's definitely grown on me now that I've seen it in person. I think it looks a lot better than pictures. The tail lights are like, I don't know, it just, let me just show you guys. They're different, definitely different. They still have the 3 strips like the usual Mustangs. I think it looks cool. A lot of people hate change, and when they first see something that's totally different, the first thing they do is hate it. I like to, you know, just wait around and see if it grows on me, and well, this one definitely grew on me. And then you get the GT right here. The spoiler, similar style spoiler to the other previous generation Mustangs, and then here are the tips. Again, similar tips to the previous Mustang. And then you got the reverse light right here, and that's pretty much the exterior. It's pretty similar to the previous generation Mustangs, but they definitely changed a few things that made it look different than the previous generation. In my opinion, I would give it like an 8.5 out of 10 as far as exterior goes. Let me know what you guys think of the exterior. Now let's hop into the interior, where they made the most changes. Let's start with this. So you got the leather right here, you got some fake carbon fiber right here, it's just plastic. You got the memory seats, you got your window controls right here, and this is pretty much exactly how the previous generation Mustang looked. Nothing special about that. Let's check the seats out. You got the leather seats. These are the comfortable seats. You could go with the Recaros, that's also an option, but most people prefer these because they are really comfortable. Now let's show you guys the magic. So as you can see, this is where most of the change happened. Okay, starting off with the steering wheel. It's finally a flat bottom steering wheel. For the longest, Ford had the circular steering wheel. It looked pretty ugly. It didn't even have like this right here for your thumb. It was a very boring steering wheel. They finally made it look sporty. The flat bottom is really cool because your knees don't hit when you're driving. Not that you would drive like this, but it's just a lot more comfortable and it looks sporty. Flat bottom screams sporty. You got more of that fake carbon fiber, as you could see. It's supposed to look like carbon fiber, but it's just plastic. You got your controls right here, and to switch your modes, it's right here. That's really cool. On the previous generation Mustangs, to change the mode, you would have had to go somewhere right here, and there was like a bunch of like weird switches. And then you got the little horse right here. Now I want to show you guys what these screens do. So let's turn the car on. All right, look at that. I think we got the music on. Let's turn that down. So you got the dual screens. They do connect, and I believe on, wait, let's put this off. Okay, boom. Okay, so these connect, I believe on the GT Premium or something. I heard it like splits right here. I'm not really sure. The cool seats are on, so you get cooled and heated seats. I want to turn those off. But the thing that I hate the most about this car is that everything is digital. You no longer are able to control anything from like a button. You know, you kind of gotta go here and start searching. Like I don't even know where the cool seats are. I think they're right here. Okay, boom. Let's turn that off. Okay, boom, off. So I think if you go up, those are heated seats. If you go down, that's cool seats. So that's pretty cool. Let's turn it off because it's super loud. So let's start off with right here. Let's go through the options. It tells you that I don't have my seat belt, and it noticed that someone is sitting in that seat. And then here are all your gauge details. We're gonna go through these modes right here. So I'm gonna show you guys what happens when I click it. So we're gonna go from normal to custom. You got slippery. Okay, I like that. You got drag strip. Ooh. And then you got track. Then you got sport. And you're back to normal. I really love all the graphics. It's super, super cool. Looks super futuristic. And I also heard you could change the graphic to look like a old school Mustang as well. And then here, I believe, are like all your sensors and lane keeping system. So that's all available. Boring stuff. Doubt any of you guys care about that. You got the wireless charging, which pretty much you just put your phone right here and it charges. You got the USB and the USB-C. And then here you got all these controls. These are the only buttons you get on this car, by the way. You get this Mustang logo, you got the traction, emergency lights. I'm not sure what the star does. Oh, these are favorites. And then you get this, and then the volume, and then the start button. I definitely see what Ford was trying to do with this interior. They were trying to make it a lot more modern than the previous generations, and I definitely think they accomplished that. Everything in here looks so modern and so well put together. Even the buttons, they look like they're high quality buttons. Even though they're plastic, they look a lot better than the previous generation Mustangs. You got these cool vents right here. You have a total of like 6 buttons in here. Everything else is on the screen, so if you want to put the AC up, you just do that. Everything is so responsive, by the way. Everything is so responsive. Look at that. And then here, if you want to do that, change the temperature, everything is on here. You got max. Let's put that down. You got the heated steering wheel. Everything is here. Like I said, let's go back real quick. And then let's show you guys what happens when we click this Mustang button right there. So you get all about your car. You got the different colors right here. I don't know what this is for. I don't know if that's for ambient lighting or not. I do believe it's for ambient lighting. You got your track apps right here. You got everything here, all your timers. It's really, really cool. Like, I am super impressed. You got the cluster theme, okay? So we're gonna do normal, okay? That's normal. We're gonna click on sport. And that's sport. That is so cool. Wow. Then you got track. Okay, and you got the RPMs up here. Similar style to the previous generation, but it looks a lot more modern. Let's go to calm. Okay, you got the speedometer in the middle, and let's see, I think you got another one. You got the Fox body, which is really, really cool. Let's click that. Look at that. You got the Fox body cluster. Let's go back to sport, which is my favorite. Look at that. You got the RPMs on one side, and then you got the miles per hour on the other side, and all your info are on here. And honestly, guys, like, I'm very sold on this car, okay? I wasn't the biggest fan, but now that I'm in here, it's like there's so much cool technology. And one thing I always complain about the Mustangs, I said that since day one, the interior sucks, and they finally fixed that. And yeah, like, this is so awesome, guys. I am in love with this car. But anyways, all your information is here. You really don't need to go through anything else than here. No buttons for anything else. If you want to just get to this side, you click the Mustang logo, and that's it. You're probably not going to even use any of these besides maybe like traction. And yeah, guys, this is the interior. You also have this little Mustang plaque right here. You got the piano black right here. Even this looks so modern. You got your glove compartment. I believe this is the window sticker, which is a good time to go through it. So boom, 2024 Mustang GT Coupe Premium. So 5.0 liter V8, 480 horsepower. Okay, we needed to focus. Boom, right there. So here's all the options. Like I said, Vapor Blue Metallic is the color. You got the black interior, and then here's everything you get. The Group 410A, which is, I just totally misread that. You get the premium trim, you got the security package, whatever, all that. You got the B&O sound system, really good speakers. I had that on my Mustang. You get the 10-speed transmission, that is $1,500. The GT Performance package is $5,000. and that's with the 355 gear. You get the Brembos. Yeah, you get the active valve exhaust, and then let's see what else you get. Oh, the active valve exhaust is actually $1,200. And then you get the Magna Ride damping system. That's $1,700. So base price is $46,000 right here. Sorry, this is ripped up. And the total of this is $61,000. Wow. That is very premium. Yeah. $61,000 for this thing. Do you guys think it's worth it? I don't know. I remember when I bought my fully loaded premium performance pack or whatever it was, Mustang, I paid $51,000 and had literally every option. Now it's like $10,000 more, which is like, is it worth it? I definitely love everything, okay? As far as interior, it's awesome. Exterior, like I said, 8.5 out of 10. But do you guys think this car is worth $61,000? Because that's a lot of money. Now let's check what's under the hood. So you got a 5.0 liter V8 producing 480 horsepower. You got the carbon fiber engine cover. They didn't add any carbon fiber in the interior, but they added carbon fiber on the engine cover. So that's at least something. You got the dual throttle bodies, dual intakes. Really awesome setup. This is the first time seeing this, and the most impressive thing is that this hood gets held up on its own by these automatic props, where the previous generation Mustang, you would have to open the hood, and then with the other hand you get the little prop thing, and then it would hold it up. Now it does it automatically, so that's cool. Now let's talk about some numbers. This thing does a 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds, a quarter mile in 12.5 at 115 miles per hour. Now, yes, there's a lot of people out there that have went faster, but from factory, I don't think anyone's been faster. Like, the people that went faster, they changed their rear wheels and tires. They put them on like 17-inch with Mickey Thompson's. These Pirello, did I just say Pirello? These Pirellis are horrible tires. So I don't see anyone going that fast with these tires. The first thing you guys got to do if you buy one of these is change the tires. And I know a lot of people out there are gonna say those numbers that I just mentioned are not impressive for a $61,000 car. And yes, you might be right. Running a mid 12-second run in a $60,000 car may not be worth it. But what Ford does is they give you a great platform to start. That's what the 5.0's always been. They were a very modification happy car. They love modifications with just a few mods. Well, not few. You know, need to throw a supercharger, some headers, put it on 85, you can make 900 wheel and run 9s, and that's what Ford does. But the thing is, they used to be like $50,000 fully loaded. Used, you were able to get them for $40,000. Now with these new ones, they're not as affordable. So that may be a problem, you know, for some people. But for those who have money, they could just go pay $60,000 and get it. And that's not with dealer markup, okay? There's a lot of dealerships out there that are marking them up for $10,000 over sticker, but not Suburban Ford. Suburban Ford has this thing for sale at MSRP, which is the $61,000 that I showed you guys. I'm gonna leave my salesman information in the description below. I'll also put his name and phone number up here. Really cool guy. Big shout out to him for allowing me to review this thing. Now let's jump back in here because I am sweating my butt off out there. So let's get back to more numbers. This thing is 3,700 pounds, really light, similar to the previous generation Mustangs. You could also get the 10-speed automatic, which is what I prefer. I think the 10 speeds are absolutely amazing. Or you could get the 6-speed manual, which is also cool. A lot of people out there prefer the manuals, and you know, they say if you don't drive a manual, then you're not a real man, and maybe that's true. And this is the coolest thing on the car. You get a drifting brake, and then you click this right here. It tells you a little bit more about how to use this thing, and then you also have line lock right here. And I believe it doesn't work right now. You gotta be like in track mode or whatever. And then this car, like I mentioned, also has active exhaust. So you could be in quiet mode, or you could be in track mode, which is the loudest mode. You also get 6 different driving profiles, and you could set those up however you want. want. So you could click on this, you could put it in whatever mode you want. You got normal, sport, track, drag strip, you got snow, and then here's the suspension that just stays in normal, or I believe you could change it if you put it in like sport mode. Okay, yeah, so it's in sport mode, and then your steering wheel is in sport mode, and then traction on or off, and then your exhaust, you could put it in normal, track, or quiet, and then your cluster, you could also change that. So everything could be set up, and then you put that on this first profile, then you go on this next one, and you can pretty much change the profiles while you're driving, and you know, it's pretty cool, so you don't have to keep going through all these options every time. Now let's hear this thing out. I'm gonna do a couple revs in quiet mode, and then some in sport mode, and then I'll put it in track mode, and we're gonna rev the heck out of this thing. And while it definitely still sounds like a Mustang, while Dodge is out here making cars with speaker exhaust, Ford is still doing their thing. They're still making loud cars, and you gotta give them props for still doing it. I love that this car still sounds good in 2024. While there's all these APA laws and, you know, making cars quieter and quieter, Ford said, we don't care. Our Mustang is still gonna sound like a Mustang. And just like that, we have made it to the end of today's video. This thing is absolutely awesome. I loved every bit of this thing, and I haven't even taken it out for a drive. In the next video, I'm gonna be taking this thing out for a drive. We're gonna see how it handles and how it performs. So be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and make sure the notifications are on, because we got a lot more videos coming with this thing.